Hi David, new to your coaching, but so far I'm enjoying the numerous resources available. So thanks, Trevor. I really appreciate the feedback. It's great that you're getting a lot out of the members area. We've designed it specifically for that. We're always looking at ways to improve it. So certainly if you've got any suggestions, or is anybody on this call has got suggestions on how we can make the members area better, just let me know. I will do the Peaks Challenge Falls Creek for the second time in 2016. Great. So I'm starting with a 24-week program. Awesome start. It's a fantastic program. We've been tuning it for the last 5 years now. So it's a very efficient program. To make sure that I have my training zones correct, can you help me work out what my maximum heart rate should be? I am 52 still. Tomorrow, sadly, I click. So still okay. So you're turning 53. So my theoretical maximum heart rate is 167. This is what I understand, but sometimes on the road I seem to be able to hit the high 170s to 180s. Do I use the later when working out E1, E2, E3, etc.? Then. So Trevor, look, the 220 minus your age formula was created around the same time that we were having World War II. So it's decades old. And it was used as a foundation to give a basic sort of number for the general population. Now you've got to understand that we as cyclists doing the stuff that we're doing are not the general population. You know, at the period of people being fit, we're right up the top. You know, I don't know whether you know, but you know, I rock up, you know, when I was working in the corporate world, I'd rock up to work and people go, oh, what did you do on the weekend? And I used to say, oh, you know, I just went out and did some bike riding, you know, I did a couple hundred Ks, and they'd be like, what? And it was, you know, just unheard of. You know, and they'd look around and they go, you know, Dave Heatley, mate, he's that sick, crazy, fit guy, you know? And you know, I was just average. That's just normal. So for me, so understand that us as cyclists, we're right up at the top of the pyramid when it comes to fitness. So the 220 minus your age really doesn't apply to us very accurately. And everybody's different depending on where they are. So if you're getting, you know, 170s to 180s, then use that as your number to work out your zone. So look, I prepared this a little bit earlier because I read that. So I'm just going to share my screen again. And I wanted to show you our little calculator. Hopefully I've still got it open. So here is our little calculator that I use to work out heart rate zones. And you just plug in a figure. So I plugged in 180. And you'll see here, you know, this has worked out the zones. Now if I plugged in 170 here, it would change these numbers. I hope you see those numbers change. All right, so those numbers changed and it just works out the zones for there. Really easy to do. Quick and simple. So, you know, you can, we don't currently have this resource available on the members area, but if people are interested in getting it, let me know and I'll get it posted up somewhere so you can download it and use it yourself. It's also got one for working out your power zones as well. So, you know, if your threshold power for 60-minute threshold power is 240, it'll just work out the zones for you. Now, there's even a better way that I like to work out heart rate zones, and just to take this a step further, and I'm just going to jump onto my, this is just some data, this is just Strava, you know, like ordinary Strava. I don't have a premium account, I probably should get that sorted out. And I picked out this particular ride. This is a section of, this is me climbing the Old Tommy Road. It's quite a steep climb. You'll see it, the dot moving there. So that's Old Tommy Road, all right? You'll see my heart rate out of the entire session. I've just picked this session. I'll just go back. I've picked this session because I was riding at threshold during this period, and you'll see that my heart rate is bouncing all over the place, and I decided to do that climb at threshold. So you'll see it's up, and you'll see that this is my threshold. So my threshold, you know, sitting around the average, just scrolling along here, you know, 150, 153, 154. So let's pick an average and say 152 or 151. So we'll go back to this heart rate thing, and threshold is around here, all right? So if I want to get my threshold around that number, I'd type in this number 160. See what happens when I type in 160, too low. 165. Okay, so 165 gives me a threshold. You see that my threshold is around 151, which is about right. So for 152 is into VO2 max. That's where your threshold starts crossing over, and that'll give you a good indication of where your heart rate zones are. All right, so which gives me a maximum heart rate of about 165. Now my maximum heart rate's historically always been quite low, so is my resting heart rate, and usually the 220 minus my age formula, my number actually falls lower. And a lot of athletes that I coach, the number falls higher.